Hi guys, welcome back to part 3 of the Fairy Miracles title page. I am still using the tiny tripod for now because I'm still trying to perfect the camera focus on the large tripod. So for this series we will be using this and we'll see which you prefer. Right, I am using the Pablo pencils. I do only have the 40 set, so I am quite limited on colours. Right, having said that, I've picked out light ochre, and this is going to be for the base of the mushroom. You can hear my dog probably having a drink. She always does that. She comes and has a drink every time I come into the kitchen. Strange animal. But there you go. Have you all had your tea? I'm finding that streaming after tea is a lot better for me, because I did find on the first stream the colour just wasn't coming out as it was supposed to come out. It was looking all yellowy and not very good. The leaves are looking yellow and they're not yellow at all. They're very green. It is awkward trying to look around the tripod, but I'm managing to do it. I'm hoping I'm not shaking the tripod because I am sort of trying to look around it. I'm just giving a light sort of coat. You can do this on the side of the pencil. It works quite well to give a light coat. Doesn't have to be exact for now. We're just sort of seeing where the colours are going to be going. I hope you've all had your tea. We normally have fish and chips on a Thursday, but today we decided we were going to have Indian because it's so nice the other day. We thought we'd have Indian again instead of Saturday because we normally have a takeaway on a Saturday. Not always, as lately obviously with my husband's foot and things. We didn't go to my dad's last week because my husband's not supposed to be driving. He has to go to his appointments and things, but he's not been driving very far. So I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Let me just move that slightly over. Maybe I'll see better what I'm doing. Yeah, so that's where we normally go on a Saturday, and it's late by the time we get back, so that's when we normally get a takeaway. And we don't have a lot of things in the village. We do have a couple of pubs, or no, 3 pubs actually. And it's my dog tippy-tapping around on the floor. 3 pubs actually. We do have like a little coffee shop that's only open in the summer, and we do have a social club, and we have a village hall, and we have a fish and chip shop, and there is a little convenience shop as well. Right, that's the light ochre. Now I'm going to go in with the darkest one that I've chosen, which is, if you can see that, it's umber. Yeah, so we don't have a lot in this village. Say we're not a very big village. The village that we actually get the takeaways from is a lot bigger. So they have, we do have a post office as well, but we don't usually use that one. The one that's bigger village that's 6 miles away, they have everything. They have the doctors are there, pharmacy, pubs, but we never go to a pub anyway. They have the post office. What else do they have? The Chinese, the Indian is there. The post office, they have a fish and chip shop there as well, which is quite nice. But yeah, I mean, living in the middle of nowhere, we don't, have a lot of things at our disposal. So we have to sort of make do. I'm trying to peek around this. Obviously it'd be darker there where the leaf is shadowed. I might have to just move it slightly that way so I can see a bit more what I'm doing. But yeah, we don't have lots and lots. It's really nice here though in the summer, because I do live on the, for people that are in the US, I mean, you won't know probably what on earth I'm talking about, but people in the UK, most of you know that I live in Norfolk, and that's why I sound like a farmer, so I've been told. But we do live on the Norfolk Broads, which for most people in UK, you'll know what the Broads is. And for anyone not in the UK, it's a band of sort of water canals, I would say, where people can take boats. There's lots and lots of, you know, canals and different places that all join up together, and they call it the Norfolk Broads. And you can take a boat out, people holiday on them. Yeah, and it goes for quite a way. There's several different places that are classed as the Broads. We are one of them, and in the summer it's really, really nice to sit down there with the boats and just let the day go by, really. We haven't, I don't think it's anywhere to hire a boat here. We've never actually looked. I don't think there is here anyway. But if you go further round, you can, you know, hire a boat. Right, let's have a go with the middle one. I'm just going to go over where it's darker, where we did the darker bits, and just sort of graduate in a little bit. I hope you can still see what I'm doing, because this bit is bigger than the bit I was doing before. Like the berries and the leaves and things, I could sort of home you in a bit better than I can on this. And as I said, the colours, I'm very limited with my colours, only having the 40 set, so I am going to get the full set because I really do like these Pablos. But I'm afraid with all the money we spent out trying to get this, you know, right on lenses and tripods and things, we're all spent out for now. But when I can, gradually, I'm sort of save up a bit and buy a bit, and going to buy the Pablos open stock, because I have found some sites here in the UK that are really, really quite reasonable. The luminance are the ones that cost most. In amongst my Christmas presents, one of my son, I did have some money over from what he gave me, and I did buy 4 luminance pencils, which with postage and everything came to like £12. So it was a bit ridiculous just for 4 pencils. But there you go, that's what they cost, so that's what you have to pay. Right, let's see if I can get to this side. But yeah, I would like to get all the luminance and all the Pablos eventually. Would be nice. But in time, I mean, that's what I did with the polys. I did with the polychromos. I did find a site there, and I just bought them open stock, just a few at a time. And before you know it, you know, you've got them all. It didn't actually take that long, to be honest, or if it did, the time went pretty quick. So yeah, it was peaceful again here tonight. We've got no Zach. He's gone into Chroma to see his friend again, and he should be staying the night this time. He should have been staying the night last time, but ended up coming back. So he's not very good with his disability. He's not very good at saying what he means, because I've said to him, look, if you stay overnight, then you have to get 2 single tickets. I said, if you come back the same day, you can get a return ticket, which is obviously cheaper. So when his friend says, oh yeah, you can stay, and then he just gets a single ticket, and then his dad says no you can't, and he ends up coming back again. I go back in with the light. So I said to him, you know, it's a bit of a waste of money really, because you could have got a return if you'd have known. So I've sort of said to him, you know, ask your friend to ask his dad, you know, not just your friend say, yeah, you can stay. I said, get him to ask his dad first, and then you'll know exactly whether his dad said you can stay or not. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he will be staying tonight, so, which is always nice, because it's not a nice thing to say, and I probably shouldn't say it, but when he's so unpredictable, when he's here and we hear him getting up, we sort of, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love him to bits, he's my baby, but there's a sort of sense of dread when we hear him getting up, because we never know what mood he's going to be in. Sometimes he'll come down and he'll just start shouting and arguing as soon as he gets out of bed. Sometimes he will be awake already when I get up, and he'll wait for me. He'll sit in his bedroom, which is next to ours, and he'll wait for me to get up, and as soon as I come out of the bedroom, he follows me downstairs and starts arguing over something really ridiculous, and he will go on and on and on, and it's like, I've just woken up, I haven't even had a coffee yet, you know, give me a break, you know. And so, as much as I love him, I mean, my husband is not his biological son, so he does find it harder than me, because he's got no attachments to him, even though he has been with Zach since he was 5. So, you know, but he can be so difficult, and he's just got worse and worse and worse as he's growing up. You think, you know, oh, he might be growing up, he might be getting better, but no, he's just getting worse and worse. But yeah, so it would be lovely if he, you know, when he does actually stay out the night, it's like I can get out of bed and I haven't got to worry as he's sitting waiting for me to come out, you know, to have a go at me about something or other. And it's all bullshit really what he's talking about, you know. But to him it's not. To him it's so complex to him, and he really takes things to heart, and he shouldn't really, but that's him. He does. You've only got to say something that he doesn't agree with, and it'll just play on his mind and keep playing on his mind until he has to say something. But he's not very tactful in what he says. He's far from stupid. He can be very cunning and clever when he wants to be. But then in other ways, he's totally... I mean, there was not long... We hadn't been here that long, and he met this guy in the village, and this guy obviously cottoned on that Zach, you know, had something wrong with him, and he's very easily led, and he's very gullible. And this guy said to Zach, oh, I've got a daughter who's really, really ill, and she needs this operation, and it's going to cost £3,000 to, you know, get it done, and I haven't got the money, you know, can you give me any money to help her out? So Zach said, yeah, and he gave this guy 25 quid. And when he told me, oh, that was it, he went to his friends, and when he came back, he told me about it, and he said, this guy rang me, he said, when I was at my friend's. So I said, what to you? And he said, well, this guy said, now I've given him 25 quid, I've got to pay the whole lot of his daughter's operation, which is £3,000. and I've got to give him 25 quid regularly, you know, to do that, because it's a contract now. And I'm like, you what? And we actually did call the police that time, and the guy, they were going to do something about it, they were going to prosecute him, but then they didn't, which was really annoying. But the guy did say, oh, I'm going to send him a letter of an apology and I'm going to give him his money back, and of course he never did. But Zach is so gullible and easily led by anybody, really. And it's such a shame, but yeah, you know, so in other words, you know, it just depends what the situation is. Sometimes he's really gullible and easily led, and then another time he, you know, completely doesn't understand what's going on, you know, and he didn't know, oh, if somebody needs an operation, the NHS will just do it, you know, you don't have to pay for it, sort of thing. Because he doesn't know things like that. And they bank on that, you know, with him. I'm just going to go down these lines and darken these lines up a bit that are already on here. So yeah, I mean, it's a shame, really. He understands some things. I mean, he can work it. You give him a new phone, he can work it. You know, he figures it out. He can't read. Well, he can read now, but not properly. A lot of words he can't read still. But I mean, he'll figure it out. He doesn't need a manual, you know. He'll figure out how it works and what does what, and you know, he can figure out how to work a PlayStation without reading it, and so he's quite clever in one way, but then very gullible in another. So yeah, but it is a shame, really, that he's like that. They don't really know why, but I put it down to the fact that he was stuck for half an hour and the midwife wasn't in the room. I mean, I could be wrong, I don't know. But yeah, but so it is quite a relief sometimes when he does stay over. It's like, oh, you know, I haven't got to worry about, is he going to be waiting for me in the morning. Because you've only got to say something that offends him, you know, and it'll really sort of, I don't know, he'll just fester inside him, and he has to, you know, do something about it. So yeah, so we had the lovely Indian for tea rather than Saturday, so it'll be fish and chips Saturday instead. So that was nice, all full up, and definitely make you overeat the amounts that they give you, and it's like, oh, but it's so nice, you have to keep eating it. You know what it's like, and you get something and you think, oh, I can't stop eating it because it's so nice, but you're full up like on half of it, you know, and you still carry on eating because it's just so nice. But there you go. I must say, this daylight lamp is very good, but it's very hot. It's very hot sitting here under these lamps. And as I said, this I will keep these to half an hour. Keep me on the time, the battery's going out as well. For the simple fact, really, that the camera's much more than that, and it will cut into two videos instead of one, or two files, which is really annoying because, you know, it just sort of, there's nothing I can do about that, and I haven't got a video editor or anything where I can put them together. If anyone knows of a free video editor or anything that's good or easy to do, or, you know, anything, let me know in the comments, because obviously then if it did go into two files it wouldn't matter, because basically you know, it wouldn't matter then. I could probably put them together and it would be one. But oh, this is looking awful. I don't know why. But it's not looking very good. It's probably because I'm at a really funny angle. But it's okay. It's okay. It'll work out. It usually does. I don't know what colour we're going to do the top. I don't think we've got time to do the top as well today, but we have to see what colour we think the top should be. I'm thinking like a teal-y sort of colour, maybe. Maybe that would look good. I do like teal. It's quite a nice colour. So yeah, but usually a bit better with these pencils when I'm at a closer angle, or should I say the book is closer to me and I'm not at a funny angle trying to colour them, but that's okay so long as you can sort of see basically what I'm doing. So I really should try and fade that out more if I can. Let's see what we can do here. You need it to sort of fade out into there. Really? Let's see what we can do on this bit. See if we can fade it out a little bit, maybe. I've got like 10 minutes or so for the camera will go. I'll just hope the battery's going to last another 10 minutes. So there would be a shadow under there anyway. This is awkward, but there we go. It's alright, we'll get there. So yeah, I've not really done anything much today. Just been sort of chilling. I actually did some, I actually got a book that I found that my husband bought me when I first started colouring. And it was a colour by numbers one. At that time I was using felt tip markers. Well, not even markers really, Staedtler fine liners and the one up from them. And I just thought, just come across this book and I thought, you know, I'm just going to have a bit of colouring today where I haven't got to worry about what colour goes where, and I'm just going to do a bit of straight colouring. And I found the felt tips up, the Staedtler felt tips up, and I thought I'm just going to have a bit of mindless colouring today where I can just, you know, colour, the numbers are there, what colours I'm supposed to put. I didn't have all the correct colours, but I managed, so yeah, that was quite good. It was quite nice to do that and not, you know, worry about blending and shading and just a bit of mindless colouring. I do like a lot of crime programs, so I watch a lot of them on my other channel. I do have this channel just for the colouring, because I just figured, I know there are a lot of other people that do like crime programs, true crime programs, but I didn't, might be a lot of people who might take offence who don't like them, so I didn't want to mix, you know, the two on the same page sort of thing. So I thought, well, you know, I'll have this one separate, and then if people don't like it, they, you know, they don't have to see. But I watch that sort of thing. It does fascinate me though, you know, how they start off where they've got no leads at all, and how they actually end up catching the person. It just fascinates me, you know, how they, and you think, oh yeah, when you see it, it's like, oh, you know, it's so sort of self-explanatory really how they catch them. But when you sort of don't know and they've got no leads to begin with and they're not sure where to go, and you suddenly think, oh yeah, you know, and it all makes sense then. But I say until then, it's a bit sort of, how are they going to catch them? You know, there's no leads and very strange. So we're going to put a bit of dark around these bits, I think. Just a little bit. So yeah, I just basically had a sort of lazy day. Just listening to crime programs, mindless colouring with felt tips, and yeah, I haven't done that for a long while really. I am doing, there's a book, Circle Portraits, I am doing a colouring in there. I do actually like that book very much. I think I've only done one in there so far, but I just thought the other day, I'm going to do one in there. So I picked that up, and yeah, it's good. So that was a sort of nice day just to chill out, not have the washing machine going or, you know, anything going today. And just sort of chilling out really. So anyway, I hope you managed, when you saw how I did my blackberries, I hope you, we will do some more highlights with the Posca and that, with them after, when we're finished, at the end. I hope you managed to do the other two. I managed to get them done off stream, or off camera should I say, and then we can sort of catch up on this. I'm not sure what this looks like close up. It don't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. My blending could probably be a bit better, but like I said, I am at a very funny angle here. I'm trying to hold this and stretch out and see round the camera. It's not easy. I'm not used to colouring this way, but it's okay. It's only because this house is sort of biggish. Once we get to the top of the mushroom, it won't be quite so bad, because I can got a bit more room to move. There's a scratch on the page there, which the pencil is just going over it and showing up white. I don't know if you can see that, but it don't look good. Right, let me have a look. We're at 27 minutes. So it's taken us half an hour to do that. Yeah. Probably could be a bit better, but they don't look too bad. I hope you get the gist anyway. From here it doesn't look too bad. It looks something like what I wanted it to look like, sort of a mushroomy, proper sort of mushroomy colour. Well, sort of. I might just go around the edges again and just darken up them areas again, or I might just leave them as they are. But that's not too bad. And I have got some, not happy mail, but a book come today. There's a story with that which I will share with you. When I show you that, I will show you the book and I will do a flip through of it. And I will tell you the story as well. So yeah, there's that as well. I'm hoping to film if my other battery is topped up, which I'm hoping it is. So let's see, does that look okay? I think so, that's not too bad. And if you want to go a bit closer, you can see the scratch now. Yeah, that's not too bad. Zoom out as much as it'll go. And that's our little mushroom house done. Right, when we come back next time, we'll do the door and the window, and if we've got time we'll do the mushroom, or we might do the mushroom top, and then if we've got time do the door and the window. So we'll leave that at that. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. That would be great and really helpful. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Bye.